Record. It's an exciting day here on Fate Chats with Andrew Burnett. I'm your host, and today I have somebody very special with me, the CEO of WOTG TV and Radio Network, Mr. Chuck Bryant.
Hello, Mr. Andrew. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, brother?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. So, share with us the backstory of how WOTG TV and radio came about.
Well, the radio started way back in 2010, and God had given me a vision of starting an internet radio station. And so we put it together. It took us 4.5 years. People just think of throwing something together, but I had no background. I was internet only. Or worked in computers. I was not radio savvy or anything else like that. So we put together a platform, put it over together. And over the years, I looked at different softwares and stuff like that. In 2014, we started the radio station. And then over the period of time, the radio station and the partners came about. 2015, we officially started the radio station. And in 2018, we started looking at the stuff of starting a video besides just using Facebook. So between Brother Gary Hill and myself, which is now gone to be with the Lord, Brother Gary and I had put it together where we were going to start the TV part. And we had Brother Jack and Brother Mario with ourselves and Marty Smith when we formed the WOTG TV, and now it's grown into what it is.
So, what really made you determined to go into video?
What made me determined to do what?
To go into the video industry? What made you really want to launch the network, the TV
It
network?
it was time over the period of time of fighting with Facebook and fighting with other entities that was out there to where we could bring a video program. What it was for our DJs to be audio DJs at the beginning, and that's what we became. And then that we started bringing ministers on and started bringing other entities on, and it just went from that. It went from one station to 5 stations now.
So, what areas do you cover with the radio station?
Radio stations, we've got 4 radio stations here in Tunnel Hill, Georgia. We've got WOTG, which is a Southern Gospel radio station. We got Chattanooga Gospel, which is a Christian country station. And then we also have Chattanooga Gospel, which is a Christian country station. Then we have a traditional country station, which is Country Gold Radio. And then we have a rock station, which is WTK. And then we also have Branson Gospel. We got Wiley, Texas. We got WRB. We got Kansas. We got KBAF and Ohio Valley Gospel Radio.
So, what is your future goals for WOTG Radio and TV network?
To do what God has us to do.
Any new programs you would like to tell the people about?
We got the Andrew Burnett program, but it's still a work in progress. It's just to do what God has us to do. We're bringing on new churches, and basically, we're not a 24/7. We want to bring God's word out there, and there's Christian programming and there's Christian, and we want to be able to make it where it's a 24-hour, 4 channels, because we've got WGHC TV, which is in Cleveland. We got Branson Gospel that's in Branson, and we also have Wiley Gospel TV and Ohio Valley TV.
So, for those that also do not know, you're also the host of the Chuck Bryant Show. Tell them how they can find out more information about
Well,
that.
if you want to get up real early in the morning, depending on what time zone you're in, we get up at 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 until between 8:30 and 10, on depending if I've got take care of my wife or not, we come on there and play Southern Gospel in the Chattanooga Valley and Branson Gospel. And we do like a traditional radio station, but it's a video and radio that's here in the Winfield County, about 30 minutes outside of Chattanooga. And we do a tradition, what you would consider a traditional radio station. We put a lot of money into this studio, probably about 10 grand, to make it what it is now.
So, what would you say makes WOTG Radio Network that different than any other radio station out there?
I'm not going to compare that, because the reason why is because if I did that, that would be saying I'm better than somebody else. And I do what God calls me to do. This is God's radio station. And the other internet radio stations, we all do the same. We got one purpose and goal, and that's to do what God's called us to do.
All right, Chuck. Well, I have enjoyed talking with you. Thank you so much.
Oh, but you think that you're done. Andrews, what are your goals for the WOTG radio network?
Well, I am helping on the marketing side of WOTG Radio Network, and I am bringing more likes to the pages and more programming, more interviews. So you'll be seeing more of my face, but with other faces. And Chuck Bryant, we're going to be getting Chuck Bryant show out there a little bit more. I mean, just a different programming on the network, getting God's word out there because that's what's most important.
And you know who? And I say this with the abundance of this program that we're doing, is that this is God's radio station. This is God's TV station. He is the CEO, just like he is with anybody else that has an internet radio station. God's called us to do something, and that's what we're going to do. Andrew, I'd like to thank you for your time, and keep it up the good work, brother.
All right. Hang on 1 second.